With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back, trackside, once again, race fans here to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Tonight, the Colonial Class Racing Truck Series fires things off here in season number 4, race number 3. You're watching the Woodard Automotive 135 right here from beautiful, sunny Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Drivers gonna roll the dice and see who can walk away with the Pro Cup Racing Experience Pole Award here tonight from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Speaking of pole positions and qualifying, already underway. But first, how you doing? How you feeling out there in TV land, race fans? Glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, David the Cave bringing you all the calls from trackside, and we're going to go ahead and get some of that trackside information to you. 76 degrees out there, so look for the track temperature to heat up a little bit as drivers begin to lay down some fast times, and already fast times being turned in here in qualifying. Sitting top of the speed charts, quick time belongs to Brandon Medford, and it looks like a little bit of problem with the graphics and timing and scoring. We'll see if that can't get itself fixed out there. But nonetheless, Joe Hudson going to take the top of the speed charts now. Quick time belongs to the 15 Toyota Tundra of Joe Hudson. You can see Ricky Gonzalez out there going around the track, getting on his up-to-speed lap. Joe Hudson going to run a 30.88, and that's going to snatch that pole position away. And it looks like no, still some issues there. So Thad Failer gonna take that top spot now. Bump Joe Hudson back to second. Failer gonna go just a hundredth faster at 30.87 now. The quick time here in qualifying. In 3 minutes into this 5-minute qualifying session, music will fade away and we will get to have a clearer picture of how these drivers are going to roll off of the starting grid. Failer still top of the speed charts. The 42 Chevy Silverado sitting quick here tonight, and it looks like locking out your 7 out of your top 8 positions are the guys with those bow ties. Only one lone Toyota inside of the top 10. Joe Hudson running a 30.88. He's going to go with second here in qualifying. Handful of drivers still out there that are dangerous. Mark Parkhurst, Cody Giles. How about John Garrett, the 66, just turning in his time lap. First time lap for Garrett, 31.72. I tell you what, I do believe the 84 of Tyler Rex is out there on the track as well. What do you say we watch Rex through a few of his qualifying laps? Gonzalez going to go fourth on the speed charts, but nobody got to kick Failer off of that top spot. The 42 Chevy Silverado still sitting safe, and Parkhurst sits it in second. He's going to run the lap times down to the 1,000th, with Failer getting just that a little bit of an edge. Sean Gary going to turn in a fourth starting position with his second time lap, so a great pickup there for Garrett. He's going to run a 30.89 right there at that pole position. And with only Garrett still, or I apologize, only Rex still out on the track, Cody Giles is going to be hard-pressed here. Final 30 seconds of qualifying. Coming around turn number 4 to the stripe. Where does Rex shake out? 84 truck going to cross the line. Where is he going to jump to? Will he jump at all? 16th. Not going to make any improvements, and Cody Giles steals it. With 10 seconds remaining, he's going to cross the line, and the number 6 Good Wrench Machine will take that Pro Comp Racing Experience qualifying award. Man, what a heated qualifying session. We still got 90 laps of racing to go. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be back right after this brief commercial break from one of our sponsors, followed by trackside festivities. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets regular, the bombs bursting in
most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
And back trackside here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway, drivers going to get ready to head through final pre-race inspection and make their way to the starting grid. Jets already flying over, bets being made as we speak. Don't forget to visit South Point Casinos. That's right. Support the local economy right here in Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And I tell you what, another thing to support, another great thing coming up here May 12th at Michigan International Speedway. That's right. Pro Cup Racing Experience hosting Women's Day. So if you know you got a special significant lady in your life and you want to get her behind the wheel of a car to let her experience what it is to drive one of these fast machines, look no further than the Pro Cup Racing Experience. We'll talk a little bit about them tonight, but we do have drivers beginning to make their way to the starting grid, so we're going to get ready to wrap things up here in this pre-race show and get ready to roll for tonight's Woodard Automotive 135 right here as we begin to see those drivers make their way onto pit road and into their starting positions. We'll get a little bit closer. What do you say? There you can see everybody beginning to line up on the front stretch. 90 laps of hardcore truck racing action. Will Cody Giles be able to keep that number 6 Goodwrench machine out front? He's going to have a lot of competition on his hands, I can guarantee you that. But rolling. 3 drivers yet to make it through pre-race inspection. 2 now left as Chris Medford, last week's race winner. One of the final drivers held up here tonight. The 46 going to look to repeat the magic and become your first repeat winner of the season. Oh, and as those familiar sounds roll in the background, drivers are going to roll off. It's time to run down tonight's starting lineup for the Woodard Automotive 135 for the Colonial Clash Racing Trunk Series, starting inside row number 1, snatching the Pro Cup Racing Experience pole position, the number 6 of Cody Giles. The iRacing League Calculator Motorsports driver inside of that 42 machine, Thad Failer, going to roll off in second just to his outside. Back in row number 2, Mark Parkhurst and Joe Hudson. John Garrett and Troy Radford rounding out row 3 with row number 4, Ricky Gonzalez and Dustin Franklin. Brandon Medford and John Gutekunst back, rounding out your top 10. Chris Medford, the Falcon Motorsports driver, going to start outside of the top 10. Kenny works some magic and work his way to the front by the end of tonight's race. The 65 of James Oot right there in 12th. Rolling off inside row number 7, Wes Fuller, followed by Brandon Pamitat. Zachary Woods and Thad Miller back in row number 8. Row number 9, Tyler Rex and Thomas Smalling, Ray Radford, Scott Baker, and Tyler Woodard. Round out the 21 truck field here tonight. So as drivers make their way off of turn number 4, pace car going to make that left-hand turn. And we're going to get ready to roll. And green flag flies here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway a little bit early on that call. Thought we seen the boss man to the flag stand wave that green flag, but no, he's going to keep it in his back pocket for a second, keep it the field in his back pocket. The 6th of Giles has a commanding lead down into turn number 1, lap number 1, well and underway. Everybody digging down there on the bottom of the racetrack. Still 2 distinct lines here. Drivers jumping from the top down to the bottom. Single file breakaway at the front. Giles and Parkhurst go 1 and 2 with Garrett right behind. Truck still packed up here. Double file back from 3rd on back. That's Garrett and Baylor going at it. Ricky Gonzalez and Joe Hudson also battling. Brandon Bedford, Troy Radford, the Falcon Motorsports teammates battling with each other. A lot of great racing action early here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway with 2 laps now in our back pocket. We'll go ahead and drop that timing and scoring over there to the left-hand side of your screen. Let you follow along, find your favorite driver, and look at Garrett go. Garrett's going to go to the high side. He'll take the position away. Parkhurst will fall in line, but here comes Baylor at the bottom. Big run back down to the bottom for Garrett, and he's going to take the top spot for the first time here tonight. New race leader in the Woodward Automotive 135. That's going to be 2 race trucks at the front. 2 bow tie boys going at it, and Garrett's going to have the advantage down at the bottom, and he will clear out of 2. Side by side still in 3rd position. That's Baylor and Parkhurst going at it. 23 to 42 is going to go at it. Big run on the high side now. Coming back on the outside is Cody Giles. The good wrench number 6 going to run close. A little bit of a side draft off of 4. Advantage to Garrett. A little further back in the field, we still see some action going on here. Brandon Medford, Dustin Franklin going at it side by side on the racetrack. Cody and Brandon Habitat and Tyler Rex right here knotted up with this little pack of drivers. Everybody still running within about 2 to 3 seconds of each other. Thad Miller, Scott Baker, Rain Radford having a little bit of issues, and Chris Medford having some connection problems. It looks like he's going to start from pit road, and Medford already going to be 2 laps down. Trouble tonight for Medford, the 46. Going to have a long road to recover from here tonight. Still side by side for 2nd place up at the front of this field. Drivers not letting in, not letting go. Looking to lead this first stage here. Clocking in some quick times at the front. 30:58 is the fast time on the racetrack, and that's going to belong to 30:54. That's going to go to Thomas Smalling. The Pro Gump Racing Experience, number 21 of Thomas Smalling. He's going to grab the fast lap for the time being. Oh, big move to the outside and into the wall. Big trouble. Big trouble for Cody Giles. He's going to have his hands full here, and he's going to have to try to just limp this thing on home to the end of this stage. Stage break coming at lap number 25. So fortunate enough for him if he can limp this thing on home without possibly going a lap down here. Giles will have a little bit of a reset button coming here in less than 20 laps. We'll see that. The stage break caution flag fly, but so far clean and green all race long. Mark Parkhurst now to the top of the speedway, and he's going to grab the top spot away. Garrett going to move to the top as well, as Parkhurst back down to the bottom for 3 and 4. That's going to open up the door for a little bit of a run on the inside. The 42 of Baylor not able to capitalize, but here comes the Lucky Finn Project, number 94 of Troy Radford. Troy sporting one of our onboard cameras here tonight, so what do you say we go on board? Looking overhead here at that Lucky Finn Project. Chevy Silverado running in the 4th position. 2nd car outside here just had Dustin Franklin starting to look to the bottom, but Franklin not going to be able to build a gap, and Radford will easily take that 4th position. Now looking at the drivers in front, Baylor at the bottom, Garrett just to his high side. How willing is Radford to put the nose of the car, or nose of the truck, I should say, maybe possibly where he shouldn't. Great look on board here, and we'll head back to a few of our other onboard cameras. We want to give a big shout out to number 41, John Gutekunst, allowing us to put this GoPro just above his right shoulder. You can see a lot of trucks in his rear view mirror and a lot of trucks stacked up just out in front of him as we jump back outside of the car and join the action trackside once again. Lap number 11 on the board. We are just a few 14 laps or so away from the first stage coming to a close. The first and only stage break here tonight from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. You're watching the Woodard Automotive 135. So as things still not settled back here in the back of this pack, we'll jump back inside of your top 3. Take a look at that BJ's number 23 of Mark Parkhurst continuing to lead here. Parkhurst going to be our 3rd different race leader here tonight. He's got Thad Failer, Troy Radford looking to the outside now of John Garrett. It looks like Garrett beginning to struggle with a little bit of pace on the tires. Maybe went a little too hard, a little too early in this short stage break to open up racing here tonight from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We do want to say thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in and turning up with us right here at the Turn 3 Racing Network each and every Wednesday night. You can find us live right here with the Colonial Clash Racing Truck Series. That Failer looking for the top spot. Let's go check out that iRacing lead calculator number 42. Can he hold him to the line and become our 4th different race leader? And he can do it. He's going to get the job done at the line. But now Parkhurst surging forward on the bottom of the racetrack. Half of the car advantage through the middle of 1 and 2. They'll pull even on the exit of 2. Advantage now with help behind to Failer. Will he drop all the way down to the bottom? This is going to be interesting here. Does he go down to the bottom and bring Parkhurst back into the mix, or does he stay to the high side? He's going to stay high for a moment here. Now tracking down to the bottom of the racetrack. That's going to leave Radford high and dry all alone. John Garrett willing to jump to the high side. Freight trainer coming on the high side. Radford going to move into that 2nd position. Parkhurst going to come up, fill that hole before John Garrett has the opportunity to take that position away. So now single file racing at the front of the field all the way back through your top 8 positions. We'll go back here just outside of your top 10. You can see John Gutekunst, Brandon Penitak, Thomas Smalling all going at it. The 41 48. 35 of Wes Fuller also up in that mix there. The 84 of Tyler Rentz. Leading this small second pack back here in the field. It looks like they're just a couple of tenths away from that lead pack injured top 10. Then you can see him just out front. You know, maybe a bit of a good situation right here. You know, just kind of shake out the truck, let it, you know, drive it, and see what it's feeling like here. You know, you're gonna have competition caution, a stage break caution at a lap number 25. So you're going to be able to come down and get yourself some fresh tires and get yourself a good strategy moving forward from here. So I don't want to say it's a methodical approach by these drivers, but maybe if they're just kind of laying back, I think that may be the wise move here at the front of the field. But on the opposite end of the spectrum, let's go up here with John Garrett, who's starting to fall and fade to the tail end of this top 10. Was up there once, was your race leader, and now Garrett going to lose yet another position and maybe a second this lap. Garrett now under fire. The 83 of Brandon Medford looking to take that position away on the bottom of the racetrack, and he's going to do so. Medford going to move himself into 6th, and that's going to put Garrett outside of the top 5. In one lap, he's going to lose 2 positions, and John Garrett sliding into 7th. Coming to lap 20 here in this opening green flag run, and we have been clean and green since the drop of the hammer here tonight in the Woodard Automotive 135. Pat Baylor out front, showing the way to 42. iRacing lead calculator Chevy Silverado sitting pretty here tonight, front of the field. Bradford back in second. He's going to be up 4 positions. Mark Parkhurst holding serve right where he qualified. The 23 machine still sits in third. Dustin Franklin, Brandon Medford now rounding out your top 10 as Ricky Gonzalez going to lose a position to Medford down on the bottom of the racetrack. Gonzalez going to move back to 6th. Fuller and Gutekunst, they're going at it here, trading a little paint out there, bumper to bumper down into turn number 1. To the high side goes Wes Fuller down on the bottom of the racetrack. Gutekunst trying to make it work. A lot of great racing action here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We're going to get a little closer to the track. What do you say, race fans? We follow these drivers around a lap or 2 here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway as the sun begins to set into the background. The lights are beginning to come on. We're going to have a tale of 2 races. We're going to finish this thing off under the lights here in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. So how about the lights of the stadium going to light up the scene? The drivers on track can't light up the night. It's going to be a barn burner for sure. Lap number 23 now on the board with Baylor still out front. Dustin Franklin, the 74, has a bit of a gap to try to overcome. Brandon Medford and John Garrett still right there as now Tyler Rex and Ricky Gonzalez. They're going to go after 7th and 8th position here. A little bit of a move going on back in the back. Look at that 15 of Joe Hudson. Let's take a look here as Hudson's trying to make some headway. Bottom of the racetrack, Joe looking to pick up some of those positions he lost at the start of this race. Lost 7 positions here. Looking to make it just 6. Kind of stop the bleeding. Clean up that wound because it was hemorrhaging pretty bad earlier here tonight. And Hudson gonna knock on the door of a top 10 for the stage break. And we got movement at the front. We've got a 5th race leader in line. And oh, looks like a little Magic Man moment there by Radford on the bottom of the racetrack. Will he get it? Not at the line. At the line, timing and scoring gonna give that position to Thad Baylor. So Baylor officially gonna lead that lap. We still have only 4 race leaders here tonight. Baylor looking to continue it back around and capture the stage flag. Down into 3, well and clear. Doesn't look like Radford's going to challenge this one. They'll finish off stage number 1 and get ready to roll. Once again, drivers going to have the opportunity to come down pit road, get 4 fresh Goodyear tires, get full of fuel, and set sail. Once again, pit stop strategy up and coming. What do you do? From here on out, we're going to go back green flag racing with about 60 laps remaining. So how many more pit stops will they need? We'll find out as we continue tonight's events here in the Woodard Automotive 135 and Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We're going to take ourselves a brief commercial break. Head back trackside before all the green flag action happens, so don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. And back live trackside here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Troy Radford going to win the race off of Pit Road. He's going to beat that 42 of that failure across the line. Better pit stop just barely for that 94 crew, but they're going to get the job done, give him the opportunity to lead tonight's race, and he'll become our 5th different race leader this evening. Radford looking trying to step away from the field. Nobody really able to make that breakaway through those opening 25 laps here tonight. So going to be interesting to see how packed up these drivers stay throughout the night. And if the round of green flag pit stops, if we get that deep into the run, if that's going to be what breaks up the field. And you know, it's... Let's see. We went 25 laps easily here under green flag racing conditions to open up tonight's event here in the Woodard Automotive 135 from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Now the Lucky Finn Project number 94 of Radford going to take control of this race. Look for him to take the bottom of the racetrack here when we get the one finger away from the boss man in the flag stand this time around. But I'm going to say about 35 laps is about what these drivers are going to be able to go on fuel. So I would expect to see at least one more pit stop here tonight, if not possibly even two. And there you can see Zachary Woods. He's coming down pit lane. He's going to go ahead and top off with a little bit more fuel, maybe get one extra lap out of that gas tank, because these long green flag running races tend to lend their hands into potential fuel strategy moments, and we'll see how it all goes down here in just a short moment or two. Drivers receive the one to go. The iRacing pace car lights are off. Our good buddy Travis Smith are ready to duck on to pit road this time around. A little bit of a quiet night here for Mr. Smith, but he's not going to complain. He's got a little bit of sleep to catch up on. So we do appreciate Smith out here tonight pulling pace car duties for us. You know, looking through timing and scoring right here, the Chevys have they're just bullying people right now. Your top 9 positions on track all belong to the Chevy camp. Your first Toyota in line rounds out your top 10. Joe Hudson, the lone wolf up there inside of your top 15. He's the only driver not in a Chevy inside of your top 15. So Hudson, hats off, buddy. You are in shark's water right now as the pace car dunks off. We'll get ready to fire things off once again, and on the gas, green flag flies. Here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway, a little bit of a checkup in the back, big checkup in the back of the field. A driver did not get going. Big checkup in the back of the field. Everybody rolling now, but that's going to cost Ray Radford and a handful of drivers behind Radford. Cody Giles, Ricky Gonzalez, Zachary Woods, and Wes Fuller are all going to have a little bit of a hiccup here. They're all going to be trying to reel in the guys at the front as Radford steps away out of turn number 4. We'll go side by side for second and third. 4th and 5th, 6th and 7th, hot and heavy contested battle here on lap number 32 for the Woodard Automotive 135. A third of the way through tonight's race, and we have had 5 different race leaders back racing here at the front. 2-3 wide back for second. Parkhurst going to grab that position away from Medford. How about the run by that 83 machine, huh? Up 7 positions here tonight following his Falcon Motorsports teammate Troy Radford to the front of this field. And now Falcon Motorsports goes 1 and 2 last week. They're running 1 and 2 this week here at Vegas, and the other teams better take notice. Putting the field on notice here tonight is Falcon Motorsports teammates Radford and Medford front of the field. They'll lock out the top 2 positions as Baylor and Parkhurst go at it. Third and fourth on the racetrack with Parkhurst and 23 at the top of the racetrack. He's got a one-car help behind him while 4 trucks line up on the inside. Baylor going to have the advantage as he moves to the high side on entry here. That's going to open up the door in a fast number 6 machine. I believe that is, no, that's Dustin Franklin. Dustin Franklin up in the mix. Here you go. Job well done, my man. Coming out of nowhere. Has lingered and labored back around that 8th and 9th position for the majority of tonight's race. And here he is now on the inside of the top 5. And that's going to bring the 41 of John Gutekunst into 5th. Gutekunst almost into the front end of that 48. Or I apologize. Of the 23, that's the 23. BJ's machine of Mark Parkhurst, early race leader here tonight. Parkhurst avoiding contact at the front with the 41. Single file racing back across the stripe. Lap number 36 going to go on the board. Everybody chasing after Radford as Brandon Medford and Thad Failer run second and third. Dustin Franklin, Brandon Pemitan rounding out your top 5. John Gutekunst, Garrett, Parkhurst, Hudson, and Rex finish out your top 10. Pemitan and Gutekunst going to go at it here. The side-by-side racing action. Can the Haas 41 prevail at the top, or will the U.S. Air Force Afterburner work on the bottom? The 48 of Pemitan going to have the position at the line. Move him into the top 5. Great racing action here as the lights begin to shine just a little bit brighter. Sun begins to fade further into the west. And we are going to have ourselves one heck of a battle under the lights here. Closing in on the halfway point. Just under 10 laps to that halfway point. Drivers beginning to separate themselves and begin to run single file here. Looks like very quick action to single file this time. We've seen a lot of side-by-side racing action in those opening 25 laps, but I believe now with the long run ahead of you, drivers beginning to settle in a little quicker and willing to run in a single file to try to break away from the rest of the field. As we continue to watch around the racetrack, we'll jump around as well, try to find all of the battles. We've got things going on in the back, things going on the front, as Tyler Rex going to go by Mark Parkhurst for the 8th position. Rex making some moves in that green 84 machine as Parkhurst continues the backward slide here. He's going to fall 6 positions back from where he qualified tonight. So while drivers head to the front, some are sliding to the back. Looking at the recovery here tonight, let's go in, let's glue in with that number 6 Goodwrench machine of Cody Giles. Giles going to work his way down the backstretch. There you can see him all over the tail end of that 21 of Thomas Smalling. They are looking to try to work with each other to try to catch the drivers out front. You can see that 2-truck tandem just about a second back from Joe Hudson, so they're going to have to work together to try to make up some ground and give themselves a fighting opportunity and a chance. If this thing stays green flag racing, you're going to want to have yourself a little bit of a partner. They are picking up pace. They are reeling Hudson in. Already cutting that time by 0.3 of a second in just 2 laps, so they will get there. It's just a matter of a time. And speaking of matter of time, looks like it's only going to be a matter of time before we have a battle for your race lead. Troy Radford and Brandon Medford continue to go 1 and 2. Thad Failer right there, as well as Dustin Franklin. John Gutekunst going to run out your top 5. Brandon Pemitan right there in line, and that's going to finish out the 6-car field, breaking away at the front. John Garrett beginning to slide backwards to Tyler Rex running in 8th. And I don't think we get a chance to go to this camera just enough. Take a look right here off of left front driver's side of the man sitting in that second position, Brandon Medford. Big shout out to Medford's crew over there at Falcon Motorsports, allowing us to put some great cameras on the truck here tonight. There's a look back at a hungry pack of drivers. That's Thad Baylor, Dustin Franklin right behind him, John Gutekunst, all single file, all tucked in. Looks like just one truck behind him, but there's another 3 or 4 of them back there. I promise great camera work here tonight by everybody at the track, not just here up in the booth, but everybody holding the cameras down there. And we're going to get a little too up close and personal there. Ooh, that camera must have gotten a little off kilter. But we're going to take in some of the sights and sounds here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We're going to cut the mic and let's enjoy some of the noise. Man, I love it when we get to get up close and personal and catch all the sights and sounds from multiple angles and bring the experience of driving on the track to you at home watching around the world. We do appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in here tonight. If you haven't already, join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Show these drivers some love and drop that thumbs up. Click the bell over there to the right hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Whether it's myself, Dave the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters, we do appreciate each and every one of you. Each and every time you slide by. There you go, boys. A little late is better than never, but no matter if you're sliding in to say hey, or you are one of the dedicated fans, friends, family, or maybe one of the many sponsors, we do appreciate each and every one of you. Without you, there would be no us. We are just past the halfway point here tonight in the Woodard Automotive 135. So what do you say we give you a mid-race report, your halfway rundown here tonight from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Man, showing the way front of this field. Class act, as always, the Duncansville, Pennsylvania native Troy Radford heading up the front of the field in his Lucky Finn, project number 94. Great run up through the field, up 7 positions. The Knightstown, Indiana native Brandon Medford looking to put his machine into victory lane. Medford hump 7 positions from 9th to 2nd. Falcon Motorsports looking good once again. Rounding out your final spot on the podium, the Idaho native. Inside of that iRacing lead calculator number 42, Chevy Silverado looking quick here tonight. Baylor started outside pole position, has remained inside of your top 5 all race long, and here he is sitting in 3rd. Great run as well for the man behind him, the Greenville, South Carolina native, just down the hall from me. Probably about 10-15 minutes away, to be honest. Dustin Franklin in that 74 machine running at 4th. He's up 4 positions from where he qualified here tonight. I tell you what, got to root for my hometown boy. We'll see if Franklin can move a little further to the front. And that's going to round out our top 5 right here with the Michigan native John Gutekunst in that 41 machine. You can see the Goose Graphics Number 41 looking good. The Haas paint scheme on it as he's down on the bottom of the racetrack looking for that 4th position. And Gutekunst will grab it at the line, but that's going to do it for your driver highlights and spotlights. Rest of your mid-race report coming at you right here. 21 drivers took to the track here tonight, and we have still got 20 out there running with 19 left on the lead lap. Troy Radford continues to lead the way. And something interesting here, something that I'm looking at here up here at the front. Radford running just about a tenth and a half faster than his teammate Brandon Medford, but both of these Falcon Motorsports drivers look at Baylor. Baylor is beginning to fade away, beginning to lose a little bit of health. Will Baylor have to back up to Gutekunst to try to create a run to those top two, working in tandem right now, the teammates getting it done here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Man, is it team orders? And that's what I want to know. Is it team orders? Hey, one of us gets to the front. Let's just get in line. Let's try to break away from everybody else and battle it out from there. Pure speculation at this point, but you know, we're going to have our reporters down there trying to follow and create that story just as quickly as we possibly can. You know, you gotta find some drama somewhere in there. Baylor going to move back into the clutches of John Gutekunst, who's bringing Dustin Franklin and Brandon Bamitat along. John Garrett able to tag on this line. As you can see that forward screen green. Number 66 machine, just about a half a second or so back from Bamitat, but still within the distance of getting a little sniff of the draft. We're going to cross the line here next time around. Lap number 58 going to go to the board, and that's going to leave us with less than 35 remaining here tonight. So a very fast-paced night here tonight, and here comes the move. Gutekunst's going to look to the inside, and he's going to grab that position away through the center of 3 and 4. Can he keep the momentum up? No, not going to be able to, leaving him pinched down there on the bottom. Baylor gave him plenty of room to walk up, but you got to have it fire off on the bottom of the racetrack if you're going to catfish all the way around. And Gutekunst's going to pay the price. He's going to lose a little bit of ground here. He's going to have to reset and rerun this back. A lot of green flag racing here tonight as the 65 of James Hoop. He's going to be the first driver to pit lane under green flag conditions, the number 65 to bend lane. A lot of green flag racing here tonight, going to lend its hand to a lot of different scenarios playing out. You got pit road police that could possibly come into play. You've got teammates working with each other at the front. How willing are they to push the issue onto pit road as more drivers the pit lane? The 66 Fort Worth screen print Chevy Silverado. He's going to break for pit road. John Garrett going to bring the truck to the attention of his crew. Thad Miller in the 13, Ray Radford in the 47 truck. He's also going to get to pit road. So 3 drivers to pit lane this time around. Meanwhile, front of the field, Radford continues to show the way in the 65. James Hoop going to go 1 lap down here. He's going to be, no, that's going to be, yes, 1 lap down as race leaders to pit road. Here comes the field. John Gutekunst is going to stay out on the track. He's got company behind with Dustin Franklin, Mark Parkhurst, Joe Hudson. Cody Giles also going to stay out on track with number 6. Goodrich Chevy Silverado started front of the field, and here he is finally back in the top 5. Big recovery after a big pancake with that outside wall. More More drivers to pit road. Half of the field already done. With their one and only green flag stop here tonight, I do believe drivers aren't going to be able to make it from one stop from here on. They should be able to make it to the end of tonight's race, but I'm questioning the strategy here by John Gutekunst. He's going to stay out an extra 2 to 3 laps on this field here. And now going to bring that 41 to the attention of the crew. Parkhurst making some gains coming to pit road down on the apron. Zachary Woods, Wes Fuller, and Scott Baker next in line for their pit stops. And Baker right there, you can see him making his way off of turn number 4. Yeah, that's going to do it for your round of green flag pit stops. We're going to jump back here with the Lucky Finn Project number 94 of Troy Radford off of turn number 2. Now down the backstretch. He's got himself almost a half a second advantage over teammate Brandon Medford. So the pit stops indeed separating this field. How quickly can the guys on pit road get down and away? Gutekunst's car going to drop now. He's going to lose a bit of time here. Not going to be able to keep himself out in front. As he is just now making his way off of pit lane. There goes Radford. Medford screaming by. Question is, they pitted on lap number 60. Do they have enough fuel to go 30 laps here? Or is it going to be a little bit of a save job? John Garrett, first driver to pit road, back on lap number 59. He's going to be sitting in the 6th position, so he's going to be the telltale truck. We're going to keep our eye on the timing and scoring and on the speed charts up Garrett and see if there's any more lifting than what seems to be necessary. And now the teammates going to go at it once again, 1-2 on the racetrack with a comfortable 3.5 second advantage over third place runner. There you can see Brandon Pamitat. He's got the 74 of Dustin Franklin right behind him. Let's go check these two guys out. We'll keep our eye on the battle at the front of the field, but for the moment, Radford controlling tonight's race here. It looks like another Falcon Motorsports driver going to get to victory lane early here in season number 4. Another close battle on the track going on right there. You can see 4 trucks all lined up with each other. Let's go check this battle out. 21 of Thomas Smalling sitting in that 5th position. Here comes Joe Hudson, John Garrett side by side off of turn number 4. Garrett going to lose a little ground on the high side. Interesting to see that 15 of Hudson able to make some ground, some headway. Whoa, up the track right across the nose. And a little bit of a glove tap. A little bit more tapping going on. It's heating up here outside of your top 5 drivers ready to roll and make their way to the front. Looks like time for give and take has been taken away. John Garrett going to be on the downside of that exchange. He's going to lose a handful of positions and drop outside of the top 10. That Fort Worth screen printer. Number 66 now sits in 11th. Let's head back here to the front once again, still battling for 3rd and 4th. Brendan Pamitat and Dustin Franklin going at it for the final position in the podium here tonight. The Woodard Automotive 135. We are under 25 laps to go. Here from Las Vegas, you can see the sun is gone, the lights are shining, and which star is going to shine the brightest here tonight? Who's going to walk away with that checkered flag? Let's head to the front. Troy Radford with a command of tonight's race, beginning to rack up those laps led. Will he be able to contend for the most laps led here tonight as he crosses the line and puts another in his back pocket? And as we keep our eye on this timing scoring, we're going to check in here. Who's got the fastest lap of the race? Let's check this out. 35 of Wes Fuller going to be driver the turning in the fastest lap here tonight at 30:52 in race trim. That is pretty spot on. Last time around, race leader running a 31:09, so definitely some fall off in the tires here. Radford only. Oh, and we got trouble. We've got trouble. Thomas Smalling has some issues. Oh no. 21 and Thomas Smalling has some problems, has some issues. We're going to have a yellow flag fly here. First caution of the night coming with 21 to go. Lap number 69. We see a caution flag fly. Let's go check the replay, see what happened here. Oh, looks like just arguing over some real estate. 21 going to go to the... Whoa, go to the apron. But it looks like, I believe, let's take one more look at that. Let's see who that was. And that was the 46 of Chris Medford. Medford already having a little bit of a dismal go at things here tonight. He's listed off of the lead lap, and that's not going to bode well for a lucky dog position here. So contact between Smalling and Medford leads to drivers spinning and drivers mowing the lawn, and that's going to be enough to put us under caution here tonight. For the first time, yes, it does say second caution, but we only had one stage break caution flag fly here at lap number 25, and now with 25 to go, driver's going to come get fuel, driver's going to come get tires, and it's going to be time to go racing. We're going to step away for just a brief commercial break. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be back with all your green flag action live here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And back trackside as promised, Field getting the peace sign last time around. This time they'll receive the one to go. Drivers will double filed. We're going to have ourselves a little bit of a short track Saturday night right here midweek to try to help you through your home day here tonight. It's the Colonial Clash Racing Truck Series. Woodard Automotive 135 here tonight from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. A little bit of pit strategy has got that U.S. Air Force. 48 of Brandon Pamatad out front. 2-tire stop for Pamatad. He's going to have the race lead, and he's going to have control. Looks like he's going to choose the outside lane for the restart. With a little bit of help to his inside, Dustin Franklin in the 74, also a 2-tire stop for Franklin. And then the 4 fresh Goodyears right behind them, Brendan Medford, Troy Radford, Joe Hudson, and Zach Woods. All right here with 4 fresh tires. We're going to see how it works out for the drivers on that front row. Will they be able to scoot away from the field? lot on the line, a lot of money on the line, and we'll see if you place your bets on the correct driver here in just a handful of moments. And let's get ready to roll. Pace car ducks off to the left-hand side. Driver's going to roll into the Geico restart zone and getting ready to fire off here tonight. Close on the restart, on the gas. Green flag flies once again. Here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Good start on the outside for Pamazat. He's going to take control of the race with a fair amount of ease, but that's going to bring the 83 of Dustin Franklin right along with him. Our good buddy Spencer checking in with us out there on the chat. Thanks for setting us straight. I said like 30, 35, right? I mean, I was right there. We'll argue about that a little bit later, but first let's argue about who's going to walk away with the checkered flag. We'll drop that time and scoring just to the left-hand side of your screen. Opening 2 laps after the restart, already on the board. 15 laps remaining. Brandon Pamitat trying to hold serve down on the bottom of the racetrack with those 2 tires, but it's a gang of 4 freshies at the top. Teammates, nose to tail. On the high side, Brandon Medford and Troy Radford trying to get that Falcon Motorsports train chugging at the top of the racetrack inside lane. 2 tires in tandem. 48 and the 74 keeping themselves in line for good finishes here tonight. A little bit of a mix-up back through this field. Side-by-side racing action for Thomas Mulling and Ricky Gonzalez, the 6th and 7th on the racetrack. Whoa, big move. Oh my, whoa, here we go. Trouble at the front. Pamitat gonna eat that outside wall. Big time trouble, and that's gonna put Brandon Medford at the front of the field. Contact between Medford and Pamitat sends that 48 to the back of the pack, and here comes the 15 of Joe Hudson. Hudson wants to capitalize on the issues and into the inside. Oh my, did he save it? He's still saving that thing. And we've got a caution. Caution flag is going to fly. I don't know how this 74 of Franklin was able to keep that thing headed in the right direction. Did you see that? Man. Ooh, boy. Let's go, Pack. We're gonna watch something here. I mean, this was absolutely wow. Do we got it right here? Is this it? Well, there's Tyler Rex. That's going to be what brought out the caution. Rex through the infield grass. Not going to catch that wheelman job done by that 74 machine, man. Oh my gosh. Dustin Franklin, you all but wrecked and saved it about 5 times all in one corner. That was absolutely phenomenal. I don't know how he didn't hit anything, and I don't know how nobody hit him. That was, I'll call it a bit of a miracle. And oh, trying to play some okey doke here. It looks like the 21 of Thomas Smalling, he is going to go to pit road. Handful of drivers going to join him. Ricky Gonzalez, Mark Parkhurst, Dustin Franklin, Wes Fuller, James Oot, Scott Baker, Tyler Rex, Ray Radford, and Brandon Pamitat all on the pit road this time by, so that's going to leave your top 7 out on the track. 46 of Chris Medford struggling all night long after early troubles here tonight to get himself back on the lead lap, and he's going to do so. The 46 now going to get himself back on the lead lap, but he's going to start tail end shotgun Sally from the 20th position. So a tough break here tonight for Medford. Can he turn a dismal points day into a fine finish? We'll find out in about 9 more laps. All right, race fans, driver's going to get the one to go this time around and fire things off for the final. It looks to be 8 laps in tonight's Woodward Automotive 135. Hopefully you placed your picks and hopefully you bet on the right drivers. We've got comers and goers at the front. Everybody inside of your top 4 gaining positions here tonight. Brandon Medford up 8 spots into that top spot. He's got his Falcon Motorsports teammate Troy Radford right behind him. Radford up 4 positions. Joe Hudson grabbing a 1 spot here tonight from 4th to 3rd. And John Gutekunst 6 positions to inside of your top 5. Gutekunst going to run in 4th. And Cody Giles still trying to get himself back to where he started from here tonight. Giles started from that pole position, snatched away that Pro Cup Racing Experience pole award, but unable to keep it out front. Contact with the outside wall set him back before the stage break, and it has been an uphill battle ever since. Does Giles have what it takes to get back to the front? We'll find out in a few short laps. And another big story here developing. Let's address the elephant in the room. Last week we went 1-2 with Falcon Motorsports, and here we are in the closing moments of tonight's Woodward Automotive 135, and we got side by side, front of the field. First and second, once again, Falcon Motorsports teammates. Some of the drivers, some of the teams have got to be asking themselves, man, what are they doing over there at Falcon that have got them running so well so early here this season? We'll see if they can't finish it off. As the pace car gets ready to make that left-hand turn, we'll get ready to fire off and go back. Green flag racing once again. Here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway into the restart zone. We roll and away we go. Green flag flies. Once again, as Medford gets out to a big jump. Big time advantage down into turn number 1. That's been the biggest advantage all night long on these restarts. And that's going to spell trouble for his teammate Radford. Now going to have to deal with company down on the bottom of the racetrack. Here comes Joe Hudson, only driver not sporting the bow tie inside of your top 5. Zachary Woods also representing those Tundras. He's going to be just outside of your top 5, running in 7th. But a hardcore battle right here. Close racing action, and we got trouble. We've got trouble on the track. Caution flag going to fly, so cautions breed. Cautions is going to be a common theme here back of the pack. We're going to have some troubles here tonight. We're going to look back. Let's see if we can find out what happened. Oh, and there's a big melee back in the back. Ricky Gonzalez in trouble with this one. Let's take a look here. Oh, trouble as Gonzalez goes up the track, and oh my gosh, that failure involved. Look at the 74 poor truck getting flipped, spinning. I don't think there's any dreidel going on here tonight because he was spinning like a top. That was gonna, tough break there. Coming to the end of tonight's race for Dustin Franklin's driver inside of that 74 truck with a rough ride. Let's just call it a rough ride. So final few laps. Majority of tonight's race under green flag racing conditions. We seen a round of green flag pit stops after we went racing from our stage break. We were clean and green all night long, and then a rash of cautions have begun here at the end of tonight's race. Nerves beginning to wear thin, intensity levels beginning to pick up. Drivers ready to raise their hand in victory here tonight from Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and a few of them may not make it at this point in time. Damage control definitely in order down there with that 74 of Dustin Franklin. Chris Medford on to pit lane. Brandon Pimentan, Tyler Rex, as well as Ricky Gonzalez. So it looks like, hearing word, we're going to have ourselves an unofficial green-white checkered finish right here. We're going to have ourselves about a 3-lap shootout to decide who walks away with the checkered flag here tonight from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. You're watching the Woodard Automotive 135. If you haven't already, you know you want to go ahead and join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Show these drivers that love and appreciation. Let them know you enjoy all the racing action here tonight. And drop them that thumbs up, click subscribe, smash the bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live, and we're ready to go back. Green flag racing. This time around, 3 short laps to decide who's going to walk away with the top spot. Will we see all 3 laps under green? Or will we get treated to some overtime here tonight? Things beginning to heat up in the desert. And man, you know, whatever happens here tonight, I want to show some love to the man inside of that good wrench number 6 machine, Cody Giles. Big early trouble here tonight. He kept his head down, elbows up, and has raced his way all the way back to the 4th position, second car, outside lane. With an opportunity to walk away with a checkered flag after snatching the Pro Cup Racing Experience Pro Award here tonight. Will he be able to get the job done? Will he have a magic moment here in the final few laps? We're fixing to find out as the pace car ducks off and gets ready to fire away. Field goes into the restart zone, and on the gas, green flag flies as Medford nails that round pedal. He's got teammate Radford tucked in line right behind him. How about the tandem teammate push there on the start? Excellent execution there at the front of this field. How about the smart move by Giles? He's going to drop to the bottom of the racetrack, and he's going to take that 3rd position away. Now looking to the high side, trying to find a way around the teammates. Let's drop that timing and scoring for you. Let you find your favorite driver here as Popsicle Sticks go on display for your race leader. Just 2 laps to go here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway, crowding them down at the bottom of the racetrack. Giles trying to make something work. 2, 3 wide, almost through 1 and 2. Giles pushing the envelope, and here comes Thomas Smalling. Smalling gonna go 3 wide down the backstretch. Oh boy. 3 wide down into turn number 3 as Brandon Medford scoots away, and he's gonna grab that top spot. Solo, that's gonna break up the teammates. That's gonna break up the teammates running at the front of the field. Here comes Smalling looking for second. White flag flies. Final lap here in the Winter Automotive 135. There is too much action to call. Great racing here as side by side goes Smalling and Medford. Smalling with the advantage on the bottom of the racetrack. Can he get that Pro Cup racing experience? 21 machine back to the line first. Big run by Giles. Giles going to drop down to the bottom right on that rear bumper, helping the 21 work his way by, and he's going to do so. 2, 3 wide to the line. Big run by Medford, and Smalling gonna take the checkered flag. How about the run right there, man? Oh my God. That is one heck of a run by the man inside of that number 21 machine. Hats off, my man. What a restart. Thomas Smalling, biggest mover of the night, up 17 positions, and he's going to lead 1 lap here tonight, and it's going to be the final lap of the race. My goodness, you can't script it better than that. He's going to enjoy himself a bit of a smoke show here on the front stretch, and well served. Well served. Job well done, my man Thomas Smalling, the Northport, New York native. He's going to celebrate a little bit here tonight. Job absolutely phenomenal. So if that ain't going to pump up your sponsors, I don't know what will. Pro Cup Racing Experience walking away with the checkered flag here tonight on board that 21 of Thomas Smalling. What a night, what a race. We're going to step away, get things ready to go for your post-race interviews. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. And back live trackside high above the track here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. At the conclusion of tonight's Woodard Automotive 135, what a race. If you missed out, oh my gosh, what a finish, what a night. And we're going to dive right in. I tell you what, let's go talk to the man that walked away with the pole position here tonight. Cody, it's David the Booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Hey, man, how you doing? How you feeling? A great recovery. You walked away with the pole position here tonight. Had a little bit of trouble there in the first part of tonight's race. Ended up into the outside wall, but what a recovery! Job well done. You can't be too mad about that, huh?
Oh, for sure, for sure. I mean, it's good points day. It's a good points days for us, and you know, can't really be too upset about that. Um, Good rebound from last week. Last week pretty much kind of screwed the pooch on strategy there, and but kind of rebounded and got third here, so can't really complain.
Now, with doing what you did here tonight, is that going to give you any more confidence moving forward, knowing that you had a fast truck, you had some problems, and you were able to work your way all the way back through the field and at least walk away with the top three? Does it give you any confidence moving forward from here?
For sure, it does. Just last year we pretty much had the same motivation, and that put us in the final four at Homestead last year. So to gain this much momentum for next week, which is Kansas, it definitely helps us a lot to regain that momentum that we kind of lost, on in race two. So going from Phoenix to here to now Kansas next week, it definitely sparks more momentum, and it definitely helps me in the next couple of races. So just use the momentum we had from last year and pretty much keep going this season. And yeah,
Absolutely. Well, Cody, congratulations with a great recovery and a great points day here tonight. Going to finish out on the podium here. So before we let you go from the track here tonight, would you like to give any shout outs, thank yous, love yous, maybe thank anybody back home at the shop?
of course. Fort Worth Screen Printing, Eurotech, Goose Graphics, RLC, Boot Renovations, Pro Cup Racing Experience, Woodard Automotive, 1776 Motorsports, and Goose Graphics. Those 1776 Motorsports, John and all them. It's pretty wild that, just last year I was, kind of on the inside looking in, didn't really know if I was going to have a team or not to run in this series. But John, um, picked me up and was able to get on 1776. So, uh, you know, those guys are awesome, and appreciate all the love that they give me for being on the team.
All right, my man. Well, I know your teammates are going to appreciate the kind words as always. Stay safe and keep it fast.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, there you have it. Final few words for the man that walked away with the pole position, but gonna have some troubles and fight his way back to third here tonight. The man inside of that number 6 good wrench machine, that's gonna be Cody Giles walking away with third position here tonight, and that's gonna move us right along the line with the man that picked up 7 positions here tonight inside of his number 83 Chevy Silverado. Brandon, it's Dave. How you feeling, bud?
Feeling a little let down, actually.
Well, since you brought it up, what's up, man? Why?
Uh, now that the race is over, we had a few minutes to think about it. There's a lot of things we would have done different there at the end. Hopefully, get the W there. But after the first two races I've had, I'll take a second place finish, and I won't cry about it too much.
Well, never a time to cry when you walk away with a podium finish in a great points day, really, for you and your crew. As you already mentioned, first two races not really going your way, but here tonight, going to have a good recovery. So, looking forward, do you think you can take a little bit of confidence, maybe some momentum away from the track here tonight and use it next week?
Oh, absolutely. Been racing these trucks 3 nights a week, so getting a lot of seat time in them, starting to try to figure them out a little bit. Had a lot of luck in my other 2 leagues, so I hope it translates over here and we can get back in this points hunt and battle that thing out for the rest of the season again.
Well, being lucky goes a long way, but you got to have some talent, and anybody that's been around iRacing knows that you are one of those talented drivers, Brandon. We expect you to have some bad races here and there, but we expect to be talking to you multiple times here this season in these post-race interviews. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the first of many more times that we speak. So, pleasure catching up with you as always, my friend. So, before we let you go here tonight, would you like to give any shout outs, thank yous, love yous?
Yeah, Dave, nice to hear from you again. I plan on being up here the next few races too. So, but thanks for the broadcast. Thanks to everybody that puts on this Colonial Clash racing series. It's a great group of guys, some really fast guys, talented guys that we can learn a lot from. Got to thank my teammates, Charity Motorsports. I got to thank Troy. He and I worked together there through the middle of that race to try to build a lead and then go race it out. And caution kind of spoiled that, but a great outing for him. Tough luck for Chris today. Um, he had some internet issues, but thanks to everything that he does, he helps me out a lot in this iRacing deal. And then I think my IROC, another league I got was Spartan Transportation. They're on the truck, do a lot for the league. Shout out to Brian Rick. He had some heart issues here a few months ago, so I hope he's doing better. I know he's back up working, so that's good news. And um, thanks to all my charities that we like to promote, especially Zoe's Place that I have on the truck. Um, Here soon, we'll be talking about a charity race going on later in the season. Um, and then again, my family that lets me do this 3 or 4 nights a week, and in the middle of all of our chaos, it means a lot to me, and that I get to get on here and get away from real life every once in a while. So, thanks, Dave.
Absolutely, my man. And as always, it's been a pleasure, Brandon. And as I already said here tonight, look forward to talking to you multiple more times. So until then, stay safe and keep it fast.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, there you have it. Brandon Medford, a little bit down on his luck, walking away second, but really, you can't be too down after turning your season around. Two dismal starts. The first 2 weeks for Medford, he's going to capitalize on having a great truck here tonight in the Woodard Automotive 135, and Medford will walk away in second. That's going to move us right into victory lane, and let's talk to the man that shocked the world with just a handful of laps. He's going to go from outside of the top five all the way to the top spot. Thomas, what a run to the checkered flag.
Yeah, that was a wild finish there to what was mostly a running straight line race. Just follow the person in front of you, and that last caution really set it up to be a good finish.
Yeah, now we're going to talk about a few things really quick here. First off, you gained 17 positions here tonight. So from the rear of the field all the way to the front at the end of the night, you only led one lap here, and that was the last lap. You restarted. I would say what with was it with those about 6 laps to go? You restarted almost in the ninth or 10th position. I mean,
Yeah,
you
on
had
the
an
second
eventful
to
night.
last restart, I was ninth spot, and then I gained one for the restart, and then started eighth, and from there 5 laps I think, and then straight to the checkered flag.
Yeah, man, you got to be proud of the truck that you got here tonight. You got to be proud of the run in the way that you were able to work through the traffic and get to where you need to go. If there was anything different that you could do during the race, would you change anything or keep it exactly the same?
I would have liked to qualify first, but somehow my lap was deleted by iRacing, and it still won't really tell me why. But that put me at the back of the field to start, and had to work my up from there. But if I just started first and then led some laps and won the race, that would have been great. But I'll take a win any chance we can get.
Well, maybe you were too fast, and they were like, "Nah, it can't be." Mm-mm.
Yeah, it might have been that way actually.
Well, Thomas, my man, it was an absolute pleasure watching you out there on the track and make that run to the checkered flag. Congratulations on being our third different race winner in 3 weeks here in season 4. So maybe we can get to a new trend next week, maybe a back-to-back winner. What do you say?
Yeah, I knew it was a matter of time before I won this season. I was pretty good at the mile and a half last season, and that's been really one of my strong suits here. And yeah, hopefully I can go back to back next week too.
All right, my man. Well, you know the drill. You know how we do things up here. So before we let you go and soak it all up and enjoy your celebrations in Pit Road, would you like to give any shout outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at the shop?
Yeah, I'd like to thank JST Racing, my team, you for the broadcast and everything, the Pro Cup Racing Experience, and they actually have some upcoming dates. They're at Michigan International Speedway. May 12th is Ladies' Night, and June 23rd is open to everybody. So you can check out the website procuprace.com and book your experience today.
And I'm going to give a big shout out to you because, see, look, we got sponsored plugs and I don't even have to do it. I love it. No, I'm just kidding. Thomas, man.
That's perfect.
Congratulations.
Got the easy job
there,
here.
right? I'm just going to sit back and let you handle things for me. Walking away with the checkered flag, man. Congratulations. We look forward to seeing you multiple more times throughout this season. So until then, my man, as always, stay safe and keep it fast.
Well, thank you.
All right, there you have it. Final few words from Thomas Smalling himself. You heard him talk about a Pro Cup racing experience on board, working their way to a checkered flag, and they got some great things coming up at Michigan International Speedway. You heard it from the Smalling himself, the 23rd, or I apologize, May 12th, Ladies' Night at the track. That's right. If you got a girl you want to put in a car and see if she can get the job done, start off right here with the Pro Cup Racing Experience. June 23rd, track day, also open at Michigan. So congratulations to the sponsor on the car in victory lane. What a way to celebrate. Thomas Smalling walks away with the checkered flag. And that's pretty much going to do it for us here tonight from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. As you can hear producers hitting those buttons in the background, you know those familiar sounds. You know it's time for us to run down your unofficial race results in the Woodard Automotive 135, taking the top spot, checkered flag in hand, the 21 of Thomas Smalling. Brendan Medford back in second with Cody Giles rounding out your podium drivers. Troy Radford in fourth. John Gutekunst comes away with fifth. And the 66 of John Garrett get a slide home in sixth. Seventh place here tonight from Las Vegas Motor Speedway belongs to Joe Hudson. The 60 of Zach Woods going to come home in eighth. With the 23 BJ's Chevy Silverado, Mark Parkhurst going to finish in ninth. And the 46 of Chris Medford, great recovery, but still going to finish out in a top 10. Wes Fuller back in 11th with Thad Miller in 12th. Scott Baker coming home tonight in 13th with Ray Radford. 14th, James Oot finishing out your top 15. Tyler Rex, Brandon Pamitan, and Thad Failer back in 19th. 20th here tonight. The Woodard Automotive 135 belongs to Ricky Gonzalez with Tyler Woodard rounding out your 21 drunk field here tonight. What a race, what a night, what a run, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't already, join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Show these drivers some love and drop that thumbs up, click subscribe, smash the bell over there on the right hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's myself, David the Cave, or anybody else back. At the Turn 3 headquarters, we do appreciate each and every one of you each and every time you stop by, whether you're sliding in to say hey, or you are one of our dedicated fans, friends, family, maybe one of our many sponsors. We do appreciate each and every one of you each and every time. Without you, there would be no us. So as always, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to cut off the lights, roll up the cords, stay safe, stay love, my friends, and until next time, we'll meet you in Turn 3.